Recording. Let me get my boxing thing on. What's up, folks? It's your boy Chandre. Stopping in. Real quick video, touch back on 2010. Everything that happened in boxing. First off, I want to start off with, there's no way on God's green earth that Sylvester Stallone should have been inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame. You please tell me if that's not a travesty if you ever saw one in your life. Never. I don't give a fuck how many people watch Rocky. You do not turn around and put an actor in the Boxing Hall of Fame. He has not thrown one fucking real punch in his natural born life ever. And I doubt that he actually can. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's jump to the next travesty. Amir Khan. How on God's green earth can you call this dude a supreme boxer? How can you say this dude is great? They had people cross seas crying because he won against Maidana. Maidana's a flat-footed, straightforward fighter. Even though, granted, he has a high knockout percentage, the dude is garbage. He has absolutely no defense. Amir Khan could have boxed and made the whole fight a whole lot easier for himself, but instead he chose to sit and trade punches with him. That's before he wound up all weak and wobbly with his legs ragged, almost got knocked out for no reason. He ran from the 5th round to the 12th round, but yet they call it a great performance. That's absolute garbage to me. I have no idea. And first and foremost, Amir Khan only beat one person. He came over here and beat Paulie Malignaggi. And then he turned around now and he's fought Maidana. And so now all of a sudden he's supposed to be this big household name. He hadn't come up through any rankings, let me tell it. And the fights that he had across there, the majority of people never even saw, so we never even really saw what kind of a boxer he truly is. Granted, he possessed some hand speed, but at the same time, if he turn around, you can see now that his training with Roach and Pacquiao, whatever, actually hurts him as a boxer. He's a good boxer, and I think he can outbox a lot of people. But as you can see, when he gets hurt, he knows not how to switch his style up. He doesn't know how to get tactical and just box, exploit a person's weaknesses, etc. He comes right back in doing the same thing that he did when he got hurt. Same thing Pacquiao do. Throw his hands up, come back in. If your chin already fucked up and you done got your legs spaghetti-tized, is that a word? No, but it sounds good. How do you turn around and you let this person coax you into another brawl? You don't have the sense enough to hold him, stand back, get your legs together, and start boxing. Amir Khan can outbox a lot of people, but I don't see him doing it because he thinks that he can just walk through folks like Pacquiao's doing, and that's not good. And how do you put Amir Khan's name in the same sentence with Mayweather? What on God's green earth has he done to even deserve a fight with Mayweather? Nothing at all. So I don't see that happening either. When the media chooses to turn on a person, we're going to speak like a philosopher here for a second. When the media chooses to make you out of the enemy, they have no problem doing so. Everything that you do will be turned against you. No matter how good you try to make it look, it will be turned against you. In this aspect, I'm speaking on Floyd Mayweather. Now, how all of a sudden that if he so-called poked a security guard in the cheek, didn't go to jail for it or anything of that nature, but then you turn around 2 months later and you lock this man up for poking a person in the cheek because he came back and said that he was shown special favoritism because he was a superstar with the prosecutor, so they arrested him and then let him out with no bail. That just goes to show you that the media and the system is against him already. But then the second incident was he cursed out the so-called security guard. How all of a sudden there's a camera there now, right? Wasn't there a camera there at first? How come it wasn't recorded then? But now it's recorded. It's because they got it out for him, so they're trying to catch him doing something. They're trying to create an atmosphere to where something can happen. But this time they set and put a camera up there. Now, if you got everybody else going in here and you're not asking them for IDs, who on God's green earth, just like people know Michael Jackson by his shadow, who on God's green earth doesn't know Floyd Mayweather? So how you going to ask him for a fucking ID to get in his own house? That's crazy. But you let his neighbor drive straight through. But you don't even turn the camera on until then. That's stupid. That don't make any sense. That means that's just entrapment and you're trying to catch the guy up in something. Stupidity. Now we got Sergio Martinez. Everybody's talking about he's ranked number 3 in the world. Granted, he put on a couple of good fights, but you have people that were ranked prior to that. And now all of a sudden now he's way up here. Which is cool with me. I have no problem with it because he's an action fighter. Sometimes people want to see a lot of action in fights. That's cool. There's no problem with that. And granted, he did his business against Paul Williams, but Paul Williams brought that ass whooping on himself. Paul Williams is damn near 6'4", but he fight like he's 5'2". So it was eventually he was going to get caught and get knocked out anyway. So that's on his own ass. Sergio Martinez even said it himself. He knows that Pacquiao's not going to fight him because he feels like he's too big, just like Pacquiao didn't want to fight Yuri Foreman. So he said Yuri Foreman was too big. So, but nobody said anything about it. It was all good to them. So they let him push out of it. No media hype, no nothing, because he so-called a quote-unquote upstanding citizen because he smiles and plays nice for the camera. They forgot the part about him cheating on his wife. They kicked that out of the media so fast, people don't even know about it. But I see, believe it or not, I see Sergio Martinez landing a fight with Mayweather quicker than anybody else would, as far as in Amir Khan, as far as in Andre Berto, as far as in Pacquiao, and whoever else is out there. I see Martinez landing a fight quicker because he would actually be a tougher challenge, and because I also know that a lot of people are not going to want to fight him. Just like nobody wanted to fight Shane Mosley after he first beat Mr. Stone Gloves. That's what I like to call him, because I don't even see why they even gave him his license back. But they did. That was by their own assumption that he was actually going to be worth something. But then again, Bob Arum and Big Money Jerry Jones, they made that fight happen that went on at Texas Stadium not long ago. So that's neither here nor there either. Then you also have Mr. Victor Ortiz. I like Ortiz. He's a good guy. He caught hell in his other fight because he brought it on himself once again. People step outside of their element and try to please the crowd, and hence they wind up, getting the small end of the stick. I see you guys, Zab Judah. Zab Judah has the potential to actually run the 140-pound ranking, but he doesn't mentally stay in the fight after the third or fourth round. He has the speed, he got the power, he got the boxing ability, he got the aggressive attitude, he got the whole nine. But at the same time, if he sees he's not blowing you out in the middle of the fight, then he's gonna quit. Not just walk away, but he'll just stop trying to beat you, and he'll rather just coast through. I felt like he actually lost his last fight of his because he relaxed. He won the first couple of rounds handily because he can outspeed anybody. Plus, he's a southpaw, so he's unorthodox. But in my eyes, he lost that fight. Just like in my eyes, Amir Khan lost his fight. Haye and the Klitschko's, David Haye and the Klitschko's. I feel like one of those fights are going to take place pretty soon. True enough, I think a lot of people say Haye was ducking the Klitschko's and things of that nature, but I think a lot of you all don't have a lot of facts as far as in like the contractual agreements that the Klitschko's give people. Klitschko's contracts are ridiculous. They want the higher percentage of the pay. They want the pay-per-view percentages. They want everything. And they want you to get as little as nothing as possible. And they want location. They want ring size. They want everything. So I don't feel that Haye did any dodging. He went and got his stock up by beating Valuez and beating the next couple of guys, obtaining a belt so that he can attempt to unify. So now he's like, okay, I created the buzz with my mouth. Now let me go ahead and put hands on these guys and see what happens. I think he has a better chance at beating Vladimir as opposed to Vitaly. Vitaly is a monster. He's a beast. I don't really see anybody beating him. Lennox Lewis escaped with his life due to that cut and the disqualification. But other than that, he would have got his ass taxed. That's why he's afraid to come out of retirement, because he already know he got to fight Vitaly. He don't want to fight Vitaly. Who does? And so I figure Haye has a better chance at beating Vladimir. Vladimir is proven to not have a real good chin, so I think he can knock him down a couple of times and he could win a fight on that. It'll go probably full distance. Then again, Haye might knock Vladimir out, which will bring a humongous buzz about him fighting Vitaly, which I don't see him beating Vitaly, but I think it will still be a great fight, though. So I give him one Klitschko brother, but I don't give him the main Klitschko, And let me see. We switch up. We head into the Cotto. Cotto and Mayorga. Mayorga stands absolutely no chance at beating Cotto. Mayorga will be dead inside of 6 rounds. Count on it. Watch it. I said it, and it is what it is. Then you turn around. Huh?
She said, what's your name on YouTube?
None of her business.
He said,
and then you turn around, and on top of that, now we talk about, see, they messed me up. Okay, I'm going to cut my little video short, and I'm going to paste it and do something else later. All right, then. One.